Danger.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Faded Truth. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and supporting the grind. Today, I have an amazing episode. I'm super excited to get more into the wellness side. I have someone who's definitely been a good vessel for me at one point. Creator and owner of Sincerely a Healing Sound, also known as Art of a Pisces, Miss Charnay-Ellesse.
Yes, hi.
How are you?
Good. Always in a good, balanced state.
Yes.
Especially when I'm around beautiful people.
Eyeshadow popping.
Thank you.
Sparkling.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, I appreciate you being here. We're hanging out at Healing Arts Boutique on Flamingo in Vegas.
Yes.
If you haven't been here, check them out. We got crystal shop, we got events, just really good products, really good people. And so I came here, I don't know when was that sound bath I came to? Was that like a year ago?
Yeah, it was last November.
November?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that was my first one I did here.
Okay, nice. So I don't know, that might have been my first real full sound bath. Because I've had people use it in things before, but I've never I don't think I went to a full sound bath class.
Ooh.
So that might have been the first one. And my friend that was with me, she got really bad after. She was not feeling good, because it's bringing out whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the thing with the sound bath that brings out people's emotions that they can't, you know what I mean? They can't process, they can't handle, they don't feel good after, some people are like, oh, that was great. And some people are like, I feel like
too much. So definitely with the sound healing bath, it pulls out everything. So when it resonates with something that you've been harvesting in energetically within your body. So if you're harvesting in, or if you're holding back something that you haven't processed yet within a sound bath, it releases it, and some people just can't handle that burst of emotion or don't have the tools to just yet. And that's when journaling helps, talking to someone, dance, yoga. You want to pair it with other things too.
Okay.
I know me, when I first started a sound bath, I was seeking for it. Something told me to go, and it was presented to me. That's how I first started with sound baths.
When was that?
Over 6, 7, maybe 8 years ago now. I've been doing sound baths and orchestrating it. And when I went, it was like a revelation and an eye-opening, but definitely huge changes came in. So someone that is not open or ready to receive, or isn't in a healthy mindset of understanding how it unlocks the emotional side of you, it can be very jarring, very scary. You want to talk to someone afterwards, or you want to get into your own bubble, depending on if you're extrovert or introvert. So yeah, you can have both. It's like going on a trip. You can have a good trip, or you can have a bad trip.
Yeah. Good way to put it. I was just talking about shrooms the other day as I took my lion's mane today. Okay, so where are you from originally?
I'm from California.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you live in Vegas, or you just be commuting?
Now I'm living in Vegas now. I've been living in Vegas for about 2 years now.
Okay. What brought you here?
It was after a breakup. Or I have been wanting to go to Vegas since I was 18, and something just kept me in California, just certain circumstances. And finally, when I got able to leave, I was like, I don't know, it's something about Vegas. Actually, it was the sun, to tell you the truth. The sun brought me here. Well, I was like, I need somewhere that's bright and light.
It's not like that in Cali, where you were at?
I mean, you have good weather in Cali. Definitely have good weather.
Because, we were just talking about it. I'm like, how do you, coming from California, I feel like it's it's like, where's the beach? You know?
Yeah, that's true. Beach. I mean, in California, you have your beaches. Like, if you needed to, like, one of my favorite spots is the Friendship Bell, and that's like right over the San Pedro Harbor, and you get to see this beautiful ocean. The wind's always going there. Those are good places that I love to see. Now, when it comes to people, California is just a melting pot of different people. Everyone's coming to be seen or heard.
I feel like that's Vegas. I can't imagine California shit.
Okay, you got the little part. California's like multi, you know. So living in California, you get to see different vessels, different people. You know, while they're there, it's hard to find a native Californian. That's awkward. They're like, "Oh, where you from?" You're like, "California." Really? You're from California? Yeah. Yeah, I've been here, born and raised. So you get to understand the culture. I love my state.
I got to explore. I want to just like go up the coast, like do like a trip. You know, because I saw the redwoods, and there's like the hotels in the redwoods or something. That should look crazy, like a tree house. Yeah. I'm like,
you been to Berkeley yet?
I haven't been. I went to I was on Jay Leno's game show last summer, so I went to LA, and then I did a quick little like Santa Monica, Venice, Hollywood, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm from Jersey, so it's like different, like the beaches, like you said. Like I feel like it's a different culture when you're like on the coast. Like we're like used to be on the beach all the time. Like that's what we do. We smoke, we drink, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Cali, I feel like it's just like colder, but like not a lot of people go in the ocean. Like it's like, you know, like it's like, I don't know. But Venice Beach reminds me of Jersey. Like it reminds me of like my hometown almost.
That's it.
Like just weird as fuck.
I used to give free hugs at Venice Beach. Every May I gave out free hugs at Venice just because the crowd, you just like, it's a melting pot at Venice. And then you just see, you know, the person with the thong going around, and the bodybuilders. Don't bring me with no banana hammocks. I'm good.
I'd rather go to the girls' strip club.
Okay. Sweating. Men is sweating. Oh, don't touch me. Just stay there. Like.
So you started your healing journey over like 8 years ago.
Yes.
Right? So what I know for me, like, I would just never in my life think I would be here in this position, like, talking to somebody about fucking spirituality, healing, and all this shit. Like, we don't believe in that where I'm from. People still are like, why are you so nice now? And I'm like, you know, and, like, some other people are like, why are you so mean? And my friends at home are like, bitch, you're nice as hell. Like, what happened? And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm just like, you know, what's there to be angry about now? You know?
I let shit go.
So, like, I don't even know, like, I guess thinking when I started the podcast is when I started realizing I needed to do the healing.
Yeah.
But for you, like, when did it hit you that you were like, okay, like, something needs to change?
Yeah, so I'm really big on mental health. And that's one thing that's about me. So I think it was 2 years in my life where I was just kind of contemplating suicide for 2 years. And my shadow self wouldn't allow me to. It's like, no, we're here. I don't know what you're going through, but you can't go. And I was just tired. I was really just tired. And something just pushed me into spirituality more of listening. I cut off all like frequencies from music to news to television to the radio station, and I just really started focusing on my mental health. Why am I feeling this way? What is these certain things that are happening? And that's when you know, I really started acknowledging, hey, I don't feel good. Like, not just on the surface, because you can put on foundation, you can fake it, and it was just eating at my soul. And I was like, you know, why? I started digging deep. Why am I feeling unhappy? What is this? Is it my job? And that's when I started, you know, looking at, well, I'm not doing things that are genuinely aligned with my purpose. I love making people smile. I love walking into a room and being that burst of energy, because everyone's always, they hate what they do. Mm-hmm. They hate what they're doing, hate who they're with. And that's when I started with my free hugs at Venice Beach.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to do, but something's telling me to do more than what I'm doing now. And that's when I was like, well, one thing I'm really good at is hugs.
Did you have hand sanitizer?
No, I didn't have anything but a sign that said free hugs, and that was before COVID.
I'm just imagining all the people at Venice Beach coming to give you a hug.
It was like, and I wore green too, and this is before I really got into chocolate therapies, and I just like, that was my basis of it. And then I was like, okay, I know how to dance. I just started pulling out natural born talents that I had, and I started from there. And I started talking more about depression, started talking more about anxiety, all the mental illnesses that people just think it's just a taboo or what's going on. Really tapping into energetic, really tapping into the mental and not just the physical part of it. And that's what really started like, you know, I love this. I love giving that information out. I dealt with bulimia, anorexia, anxiety, depression, and I'm still here. So it's like, okay, what are you here for? Obviously, for me to go through all of these things and be able to smile and talk about it and give more, it was meant for me to share, meant for me to bring people in. And I'm pretty sure that's why I came to Vegas as well, the calling. It was something massive here that wanted me to be here and wanted me to share my gifts. So, you know, you're not alone. You're not crazy. It's okay to feel this way. And once you tap into why and the reasons to why you may have went on that journey and not feel any shame or guilt about it, because it's your story, and able to be like, that was a real dark time in my life, but I'm here. You know, and that's the beauty of it. You get to share. I'm pretty sure you have a podcast because you went through something and you wanted to just be your authentic self. Shout out to that billboard too. I was like, ooh, that's nice.
That's my purple, see? That's my color.
And I just want to be that vessel to say, hey, I see you. And I know you have a story, and I have a story too, and I just want to honor everything, no judgment, just acceptance and resources. And that's what led me to Healing Art Boutique. I came here for a yoga class, and I was like, I need to play my sound baths here. You know, so it's like really connecting to the universe and listening to it, but also logically too. I can't just be like, free hugs, you know, la la la.
It's the ultimate.
Come on, free hugs with it, and not have a purpose behind it. So that's what led me into the sound, where I can enjoy the music, because music is something that's always been my passion. I can't sing a lick, but I can understand frequencies and the beats and the binaural beats and just.
Yeah, I started getting into those, and I started like meditating before I like went to meditation classes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like it was just all different like sounds, and I was just so confused because like I didn't like, I don't know, my whole spiritual awakening was fucked. I think like everyone has a crazy ass roller coaster, because no one knows what's happening unless you have like a guide, and most people don't have a guide. They're just like, why do I feel like this? So like what do you think was your hardest like part about your spiritual awakening, like when it started? Because you know, it's like you're never really like healed, you know, for a long time.
Yeah.
For years.
Just open.
Yeah, and I'm only been like since 2020 is when I pretty much like started.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like I'm just
welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, it's over, and then I'm like, something happens, like, oh no, it's not.
It's not. It's all, you know, it's managing. Once you really, I guess, let me start with saying, my biggest thing was looking in the mirror and realizing that no one else around me understood what was going on. Not my partner at the time, not my mom, not my coworkers. It was like I was in this bubble, and I'm like, y'all don't feel nothing? Y'all don't see anything? So the alone part of it, but also it came the most amazing part of it too, of that aloneness and being by myself and quiet and listening to my thoughts or listening to my triggers and finding out my triggers as well. And realizing and accepting, hey, I'm on a journey. Not just like I'm not just here in this earth, just going through the motions, but I'm actually on a journey. Mm-hmm. And I get to experience and learn myself and enjoy it and not be afraid of all the things that I was afraid of at first. I say like I had a treasure chest that I locked everything in, all of my good parts, all of my bad parts. They was just there, and I was able to get control of the key and open it up and slowly like, oh my God, I remember when you didn't like yourself because of this reason. Let me give you a hug. Oh, I remember when you had that really bad breakup and you didn't fully heal from it. You went to the next person. Wow. I remember when your mom did such and such and you never got that sorry. I'm going to give you that sorry. And you kind of just like, I start honoring. I start digging out of my treasure chest one by one, piece by piece. And it became this this honor of, hey, look how big this big treasure chest went, and it was because I put everything in there.
Right.
And the beauty of the awakening was opening it up and looking what, oh no, that's a pivotal moment in my life that made me the strongest person I was. Why am I keeping this in this box when I should be exploding it and loving it and showing it? And that's where that light coming from too, where it's like you bring something from the dark, that alchemy, and then it opens up and it shines people, just like you said. Why are you happy? Why are you light? It's because I'm no longer harvested in me anymore. I'm like letting it free and letting it dance.
It's like, I can't even describe the feeling of like being like not confined to your past conditioning or beliefs or family trauma or people's traumas that you take on. Like, I just can't believe, like, I would never even know a nice or a life if I didn't move to Vegas, you know, because we don't do this on the East Coast. I would still be in my bubble. I would still be thinking that like everyone else was the problem. I had no issues. Like,
I am perfect.
Right. You're the fucking problem. No, yeah. So it's just like so different in my life now, and that's why I've been just trying to get more into it. So
have you noticed like the people that are attracted to you?
Oh yeah. Like, so I know that like I'm something special. I just don't know like what yet, you know, but I've been trying to work on it because I did like a lot of quantum healing. I was excited now, and it changed my life, like literally. So I just know there's just so much more, you know, and I know that now I'm a vessel for people too. Like how you say, you're not really like a coach, you're not anything, you're just more like a vessel. There's no like label. So, and I've learned that that's pretty much my purpose, is like, you know, I used to serve, I used to bartend, I used to do all that, but now I serve people in like other ways, you know, where it's like helping them with their mental health or physical. Like, I have the education, I have the knowledge, I have the connections. Why not do better?
Exactly.
You know? So I was gonna say, like, I know you said you didn't really have support when you were first going through it, but now do you like help them? Like, have you impacted them and they are believers now?
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, you know, I think parents still like, oh, they're stuck in their ways in a certain state. But my mom has always been an Indian. She's always practiced herbs. She's always practiced
Are you indigenous?
Not that I know of, but I've never researched. But everyone keeps talking about my mo. I have a mo right here. They're like, where does mo come from? I'm all like, you know, I'm African, we get touched. We've been touched a lot. But she's always been, I think that's what helped me as well. She taught me how to meditate at a young age. She taught me aromatherapy. And this is before it was a thing. So when everyone was doing it, I thought it was normal to begin with. I'm like, oh, this is taboo. It was already a part of my lifestyle. So even when I was going through my deep depression, during like that, I knew how to come back because mentally I had already had the tools in my head. So now that I have even stronger resources, I can teach now. First I'm like, oh no, you know, I just do everything by myself. You know, I don't want to give any false information. That's what
you won't be responsible for other people.
I don't want to be responsible. And that's when I went back to school, and that's when I went to just try everything out. Because I'm in school to be a psychologist, and I have a neuroscience background too. But not only that, it's not just having the paperwork, but also the experiences too. It's nothing like having the experience of saying, hey, I went through this. I'm very suggestive. I want you to try it out, see what comes out for you, see how it feels, resonates with you. You might not be a sound bath person, you might just be a yoga person, or more religious, or you know, with it. It's, you try it out. You
I've learned not to like put people in a certain thing. Like, some people like don't want to go to the gym, but they like yoga, and that's their physical. You know? Some people don't want to go to a sound bath, but they might like to go to like a Reiki or something. You know, so it's like everyone's kind of finds their own thing that works for them. And the sound bath, like I just love anything that I can lay down with a blanket. So
and pass out.
You know. So do you think we need to go into like the sound bath tonight with an intention? Is that what you set?
Yeah. I have like our intention for this one, our collective, is it's a new moon. We're always going to do it on new moon. So, you know, clear intentions. We're in Sag? Yeah, we're entering. Yeah.
Sag life, she is too, right? Mercy? Aren't you?
Aries.
Oh, well, we're both fire.
So prosperity is what we're focused on. Prosperity, gaining clarity too. So those are the intentions that I'm setting collectively for the group. but also individually. What are you thinking? It's been a whole month since the last new moon, celebrating yourself and everything that you accomplished within this new month to come. And it's about to be spring equinox. So new beginnings. Daylight savings. And then, so that's set some intentions and release anything that do not serve you on your journey in this wonderful life.
Okay, so we're going to start the sound bath, and then we'll be back. You'll see I'm feeling. I'll probably be like half like asleep still.
High. You're going to be high.
I'm already high. When you came in, I was high. I'm like, she's late. I'm smoking.
I'm
Wait,
kidding.
do you smoke?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We'll talk. All right, we'll be back. Got my blanket.
Hi, you guys, welcome. My name is Charnay-Ellesse, also known as the Art of the Pisces. I am the facilitator for our sound bath today. I have been doing sound baths and taking sound baths for about 8 years now. And what started my sound bath journey was I had a lot of environmental just entanglements that I experienced. And I battled with depression, anxiety, anorexia, bulimia, childhood abandonment, all of these issues that will compel you to just stop and give up. And one thing about my inner self is it's very strong, very powerful, and it wouldn't allow me to do so. So I found myself on the bathroom floor crying, just really crying at this breaking point. I was just tired of feeling this heavy feeling that I couldn't explain, but if you ever experience it, it's you're trying to unlock something that you just don't know how to unlock. And I was at this point where I just said, I just want to be happy. That's it. I just want to be happy. And from there, I just started following signs, and I started turning off vibrations and started listening to who I was as a person and understanding some things just had to fade away so new beginnings can come, which is why we do new moon sound baths here at the Healing Arts Boutique, because I want to make sure that you guys are honoring everything that you guys did this month and letting go of whatever no longer serves you. And this comes from a personal experience, but also a healing experience of growth and understanding and love. So you guys are going to get serenaded for about 45 minutes. You'll go through a journey of sounds. These are all 7 chakras geared in frequencies to hit a certain point. Everyone's journey on this sound bath is different. Every time you come here as well, the sound will be different for you as well, because it's something that you may be experiencing now that you may have not experienced before, or it might be something that is brand new to you. So in a sound bath, after you come out, you may feel a little lightheaded, maybe lights are dimmer, you might even throw up. Some people also just doesn't resonate with them, the sound healing doesn't resonate with them. Everything's okay, because you get to experience something. I always advise that journal afterwards or sing afterwards. You're very open afterwards, and then just enjoy getting to know you a little deeper. So throughout the sound bath, you guys will hear me ding 3 times. Ding, 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 ding. This also lets you know that we're transferring into some different form of the sound healing, whether it's binaural beats or cleansing. It is okay if you drift off and you begin to snore, honor it. So don't be embarrassed if somehow you startle yourself because you snored. It is perfectly fine. Throughout the class as well, I'll come in and play rain sounds too, and then chimes. So if you guys do not want to be touched or don't want to be sprayed with anything, just simply cross your arms. It's okay to have boundaries. That lets me know that you're just here for the sound and honor your hair too. If you need a blanket, I believe there might be 1 or 2 left in there. And then just allow yourself to transition, all right? So what we're gonna do first is you guys will take your hands. We're gonna start in alternative nostril breathing. This is gonna allow you to cleanse both your left and your right side of your energetic field. You're gonna take your thumb and plug your right nostril. You're gonna breathe in your left side You're gonna reach the top, and then you're gonna switch with your index finger and plug in your left, and then you're gonna exhale out through your left, right. Inhale in. Switch and plug, and breathe out. Inhale in. Switch. And exhale. Inhale in. Switch. And out. We're going to do this 3 more times by yourself. You might notice that your right nostril is maybe more stuffy. This is where your masculine energy field circulates from. So think of creating heat, passion. You might, this one's clearing out. Your left nostril is associated with the moon, feminine softness too. So whichever side may be open or closed, you can assess which energy field may need a little bit more love. So if everyone is finished, we're gonna grab our cups. We're gonna drink half of our water and begin. Go ahead and relax and close your eyes. Open your eyes. Welcome back. And on your own time, begin to sit up. Take your time. A clear intention for your new month to come. We're honoring our new moon. And I wish you guys the most best, prosperous month to come. Cheers. And finish your water. The sounds that may have resonated with you guys, you should feel for about 7 days. Ideally, you want to take a sound bath twice within a month, 2 weeks apart from each other. When you leave, you might feel really relaxed. So as you guys are going throughout the rest of your day, maybe journal, write a song, take a bath, enjoy company with someone that you love. And then just take it easy. Try not to do any loud sounds, any loud noises, because you're going to be very sensitive for a little bit. You might feel a gush of emotions come up. That's when you journal or reach out to a special friend. Maybe offer a hug to someone as well. Each bowl represents a different chakra. So you have your root, you have your sacrum, you have your solar plex, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown chakra. So each one I played over you guys individually. So you might have gravitated towards one or the other, or you might have felt that everything was in sync with each other. Perfect. Everybody's definition of what they needed was tailored exactly to them. So I'll play it one more time so you guys can feel it and see which one you might have resonated with. Root. Stability, survival. Sacrum. This is geared to your creativity, whether it's with a sexual partner or a pattern that you guys may have experienced, both positive and negative. Any trauma from childhood resonates with the sacrum chakra. You have your solar plex, which houses your ego, your power, your fire burned from within. So your purpose. You have your heart, which is unconditional giving of self and receiving from others. Your throat, which is be able to speak your truth. Also listen as well, and be able to honor others' truth as well, and be able to express yourself, whether it's through poetry, expressive, doing songwriting, whether you're in a business meeting, you need to articulate your business plan. This is where that chakra helps. Third eye, your intuition, following what you feel, what you know, what you see internally. Last one is your crown. Crown is everything that you are, accepting you for all of you. The good, the bad, the negative, the positive. It's able to understand that we are both light and dark, and able to honor both parts of myself. Each one of you guys today get to take your cup home. That is for you to keep. I like to keep mine by my nightstand filled up with water every day. This is the reminder to always hydrate myself and keep filling up and loving me. You guys also get a prosperity candle, which we're going to hand out in just a second. And then we also have, I don't want to mispronounce it. I know it's sea moss lemonade, but is that the correct term? Yeah, it is? Okay. We have sea moss lemonade that we are offering for you guys, which you guys can just bring it up to us. It's very good. I've tried it myself. If you guys are not a sea moss avid, sea moss, you want to take over for a hot second? I'll keep talking.
Absolutely. Sea moss honey lemonade. I really worked on the alchemy, created it with a lot of tender intention, and I think it's great. I'm gonna be able to try it, give me a little feedback if you can, if you really like it. And it's a great way to get your sea moss because you may have all heard, there's so many great vitamins, nutrients, and minerals we all need. I've been taking it now for 3 years, and it really helped me with clarity. And I figured that there's a great way to take this sea moss and refresh and drink. So I created that about 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so we're going to be, as you guys are moving around, we're going to be offering the sea moss lemonade.
Prosperity candle. There should be, or there is, green adventuring, which is good for good luck and abundance. And there's a pyrite stone in there as well that you guys feel free to take out if you want. You can leave it till the bottom or take it out as it burns. They are at the top. Pyrite is good for new endeavors. It's good for creativity. So if you're into that, obstacle is good for. Please remove the coin. I've done plenty of tests and it burns on fire. So please remove it. That's my warning to you in case someone finds out it's gonna flame. So, and then there's also bay leaf and cinnamon, which feel free, that burns as well. Cinnamon is a good for attracting things. So if you have cinnamon at home, if you ever feel you need to attract something to you, put cinnamon in your palm and just manifest what it is to bring to your table. And then bay leaf is good as well. If you have bay leaf, I always write something on a bay leaf and I just take it to over a lighter and burn it.
Is melted. This is because once you light a candle, it holds memory. So say for instance you only light it for about 5 minutes, only a circle it, that's where it's going to stop and burn. So you want to make sure that first time you light it, all of the wax is burnt, or melted, should I say. And when you guys are done, instead of blowing it out, you want to smother it. Put the top back on it, smother the oxygen, that way you don't have that smell throughout your house, and also it's to care and love for the candle. Any particular spot you want the candle in, or suggest the candles to go in the house?
Honestly, anywhere where you do any of your manifestation, your creativity, any place, if you have a sacred space that you like to put your stuff, but anywhere that's special to you, there is no special place like where to.
If you received this flower today, it's just because I pulled something from you. I don't know what exactly it is. It could be something that you're harvesting, or it could be something that you're celebrating. It just drew me to compel you to give you a flower. So if you have one, definitely tune into yourself and figure out why you received the flower today. Who knows, get a little curious about it. I'm all mysterious and like to play and be a little playful with it. We host new new moon sound baths once a month. We always have something that we are focused on. So this new moon, we're focused on prosperity, setting clear intentions. Next month it'd be something different, but we always want to make sure that what we're doing is with love, care, and just to make sure that you guys are getting what you need. So whatever you guys are going through or whatever challenges you guys might face for the month, I want to make sure that you guys are mentally prepared for it. We live in this world where we're constantly moving and going all the time. It's rare that you come to a space where all I'm asking you for is to be still and enjoy the rhythm of your brain and your heart and having it come together, and honoring yourself. You guys came because this really pretty poster maybe, who knows, but it was for you. Your body said, hey, I'm gonna try this out. It's something that I need. Whether you guys come back monthly or annually, this space is here for healing, hence Healing Boutique. And I have a page, Instagram, it's The Art of a Pisces, where I have meditation on there as well. Every other week I try to do something where it's either geared to yoga or geared to meditation or breathing techniques or dance as well. And it's all there for free. I'm not asking for anything but your time and your attention so that you can get what you need. You go throughout your day, you kill it, you honor yourself. Maybe you cry, because I'm a crier. I will cry probably after this. Or you have that like, yeah, I can do this. I have the internal dialogue to get me through whatever it is that I'm going to go through today. If you guys have any questions for me, this is the perfect time to ask. Or if you found that a bowl resonated with you, let me know now. We're in a very sacred healing space. Yes.
When you say the bowl, but the first sound of the rain, I felt like almost like static. And then the chimes, I just thought that you should.
Alright. So water, so the drum for the water, no matter what, it lowers, when you buy water, it lowers your heart rate, it helps with anxiety, it helps with coming to a still mind. So when you're hearing static, what comes to mind with me is when you first plug something in.
No, like I'm saying like a feeling static.
Oh, like an actual feeling of the static.
Yes.
I don't know exactly yet. But that's exciting. That's exciting. I'm like, now, because you create static.
Can I just, as you mentioned that, I did feel like an electrical, there's like not just water, but for me, that was sort of like a little thunderstorm-ish, which is now, when you said static, that's where I now made the connection. Just that, because water, electricity, we're all part of, I felt that too.
Do you have a question?
Oh, yeah. Also, when you bring your water in, make sure you set it near plants or put flowers around it, because once you bring so much negativity out, so you don't want to drink the water, with the negativity that you bring in all kinds of spirit, and you put it in you. So it'd be best to put it around a plant or pray over it, and make sure that the water being purified through your energy. Good vibes.
I keep a bowl of water on my altar, and at the end of the week, I'll look at it, see what is out there. What's it? You good? You wanna? All right. If you guys would like to try the sea moss honey lemonade, we're gonna have it. Access to it right by the cash register. It is at no charge to you guys. If you want to browse around, pick a stone, we do have 10% off of any.
For like the last 2 years, I'm working on the alchemy.
Hi.
You want it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm a sea moss girl.
Oh, okay. So this is Graciela from the Caribbean.
Okay.
This is the gold one.
Graciela. Okay.
Yeah.
And you made this? What's your name?
Kimani.
Kimani?
You very well. Thank you for the feedback, by the way.
Angela, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Oh, it's gelling.
Because this is really like the taste test kitchen right now. I'm trying
Okay.
to see what's up.
So, see, I take mine in capsules. Okay, and we're back.
Welcome back. How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel like that was like the most leveled sound bath I felt into. Like I didn't feel any craziness.
It's because you've been putting in work.
There you go.
Yeah.
'Cause before that expressive one was getting me. Is that the throat?
Yes.
I always got a problem with my fucking throat. I don't get it. I'm like, I say everything I want, and people are like, well, maybe you're not saying it the right way. Maybe it's coming out, That's when I started learning. Maybe it's coming out not the way that I think it is, because I'm used to everyone just yelling at each other and it being normal.
Yeah.
And I have to now be like conscious of
what you're saying.
Yeah. How it's affecting people and shit. I'm like, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I gotta care about what other people see how I feel.
See, I'm because I am not the non-emotional, so it took me a while. It took me a while to
Are you really?
Yes, it's bad.
Did you you cut it off? You Sagittarius, right? Mm-hmm. So you guys just, I'll say it. How you feel is how you feel.
And I'm like, sorry, you took it the wrong way.
I'm gonna cry right now.
When you're like, I'm gonna cry after this class, I'm like, she's such a Pisces.
I struggle with my throat chakra too. I have to always, because I'm more keep the peace, non-confrontational.
Okay.
But I have to start hating. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And that scares me. I'm like,
oh, I love it. I'm like, nope. No explanation. No explanation. I'm just like, no.
I can't do it.
I love learn to say no without explaining yourself.
Yes. When I learned is that, look, that's interesting. I understand.
So the rain thing that you do and all that, when did you start learning about those sounds? Like,
I've always, back to my mom. My mom's always used chimes. She just needs to come out and say she didn't do that at this point. But she has always did rain sounds, even with my kids, because I have 2 kids.
Okay.
Rain has always been a instrument that have been used. Of course, I love water because I'm a Pisces, but the healing sound of the trickling of the rain, or just the sound of the water. So I would say my whole life I've been knowing about rain sounds or water and how effective it is for the brain.
That's why I want to be near the beach.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's therapeutic to go and listen to the ocean.
And it talks
listen to,
back
like, a
to you.
thunderstorm.
But that
So what?
Noise.
Oh, no, it's good. Oh, no, you're good. Thank you.
Niagara Falls. Have you ever been?
No.
You gotta go. Literally the water pulls you, and you're like, oh, like it wants you to go to it, but you can't go because you're gonna drown. But the water is almost like it's speaking to you to come. If you ever get a chance to go to
nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took my mom to Grand Canyon. That was on our bucket list. So we went to the West Rim, and she was like so amazed, and just like, and I'm like, I've lived in the mountains for 5 years now. I'm like, this is not exciting enough. I'm like, I need to go to Mexico.
I need a little excitement in my life. But I have the chimes. The chimes and the rain has always been a part of my sound therapy, and I started incorporating it into my actual sessions. I want to say about maybe 3 or 4 months ago, where I said I should put this in there with it, because I was just sounds, the bowls. I wanted everyone to kind of just to get to know the bowls first, and then incorporate the sounds. So I was like, you know what? Let me stop holding things to myself and share them.
And people were like, I know the girl next to me was breathing hard.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's crazy how it affects different people. Because for me, I'm like, oh, this is a nice yoga session. But for her, it might be like, what the fuck,
Almost like she's going somewhere deep.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, oh, she having an experience.
And I look too. I monitor how everyone's moving, and I'll either stay a little bit on someone, or I'll make sure I'll put the bowl up a little higher so it can get.
So when you say you were giving the flowers to people, you were saying something was calling you to give them that. Was it? Are you do you see auras and stuff?
I see auras.
Okay.
So the brighter the aura, so I see positives the most. So if it's something that's bright, whichever color of the aura, I know it's something that you already balanced in. It's when I see the dimmer auras where I'm like, okay, what's going on?
What color's my aura?
Lavender.
Just like you're purple.
I see green,
people eater.
Green and yellow.
Okay, I always get yellow. People always tell me yellow, and I'm like, great, that's a happy color.
It's a power color.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because we were talking about the throat chakra too. How you I'm gonna say it, and if you look at both of them, they're both in the same plane. Where you have your power, and then you have your throat. Your sacrum is your solar plex. It's where harvests your ego. That gives you the power to feel and necessarily say what you want. And then your throat chakra brings it out. And you have your heart and trying to balance everything and making sure whatever you're saying is still love involved in it, because your throat is very ether, very out of this world. And then you have your solar plex that's earthly. So you're using both we're using all of them, but you're using both to coincide.
Yeah, it felt good. I like a nice 45-minute session. I feel like it's perfect because you can put your phone down, you can meditate, you can do whatever you want for that time.
Yeah.
It's important to do that time. That's why I make sure I go to yoga every week or I'm in class every week because I'm it was necessary. For me, I was I like you said, you were I need something like this.
Yeah.
I found yin, and it was a yin plus meditation and true fusion, and that was a big change in my life too. I was I've never stopped to do nothing. I worked 3 jobs my whole life. I was a hustler. I never would be able to sit there and be ever. So it's just that's why people are how are you so calm? I'm I learned how to meditate. That was a really big thing.
Yeah.
So
and it helps you out with your everything you do. Nothing has to stop for me. I don't do anything that I didn't do before, but now I have to the time, even if it's busy, I can come to still,
Yeah.
even if it's for 2 minutes.
Because now bad things don't really happen. It's just the way that you take them on, right? So
Yeah.
it's not like I ever have a bad day. It's just that maybe I reacted to it and I let it get me angry and it made me have, but I didn't have a bad day. Like, so it's just how you look at it different. And when you stop, like, no one stops in the world, so no one really understands the importance of just taking this time to just sit with themselves, see what comes up. People are scared. If you sit down with yourself and, like, your trauma comes up or whatever, the people are going to run, so no one wants to do that. It takes a specific type of person or a time in your life for you to be like, you know what, I want to get past this hurdle and overcome whatever the fuck it is. Because if not, it's just a pattern. It's just repetitive,
Repetitive pattern. And you get fed up with it. And after a while, you're like, I'm tired of feeling like shit. I'm tired of smoking because 31.
Okay. Yeah, I'm 33, but at 30 was when I was like, all right, I think I need to start doing something.
I gotta change directions a little bit.
I don't really want to do this forever. Like, I gotta figure it out.
Literally, like, I had a reading done at 28, and this is right when, like, I started really, like, stepping into my power. I even had a video where I can see where it just switched, where I'm all like, who is this woman? Like, who is this lady? And when she read my aura, she said, you have a very complex aura. And I'm all like,
of course.
Welcome.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you have an aura for when people come, they see all the truth within them and they get scared because someone sees them their entirety. She said, but outside of it, like, when they come, they don't access it until they come into your aura. So they might feel something really nice or gravitate towards you gravitate towards them, but once they step into it, they have no choice but to just be like, oh, I'm hurting about something, or oh, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And I was like, well, is that why people be avoiding me, or just like don't like, or come to me,
or tell you everything?
Yeah.
Like you meet them, then they're just like word vomit.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Or some people just avoid me. They're like, I don't know what it is about you, but I feel weird. And at first I used to be like, what? I'm just chilling. Like, I'm really just chilling. And she's like, yeah, you're gonna get
brings it out of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she said, you bring out all the positive out of people. And a part of being positive, you have to acknowledge the negative too. And she said, so that's like the complexity of you. And I was all like,
wow.
All my life I was
I'm going to start using that excuse, because I just used to think it was because I was pretty, but like, when people don't want to talk to me, I'm like, nope, you know what? It's because you don't want to handle your shit.
It ain't me. It's you. No, but talk about that too. I think what people see is very intimidating, and you're like, well,
I read this quote and it was like, am I intimidating or are you intimidated? Because I'm not going to apologize for how my presence makes you feel.
Yeah.
Right? Because I worked a lot to get my presence like this. Like, and I know it's a lot. I know I'm a lot as a person, but I'm here to I'm always here to help people for the most part, Like the people I really do love, like I really love,
Yeah.
So it's like, I've been working on it.
Yeah, I think.
Can you take a little video for me? Thank you. I didn't get any BTS.
Because at first I'm like, oh, let me dim my light so people can feel better.
You could just walk around, just a little video. Yeah, thank you.
So people can feel better about themselves. Like, that was me. I'm like, I don't want anyone to feel, as if when I walk into a room, they have to think about who they are. And I was like, why? Because when I walk in a room, I want you to feel exactly how I feel. Amazing.
Yeah. That's why I said I like when I started everything, I started feeling so good, and I was like, I want to share this feeling with everybody, because you deserve to feel good. Why not? A lot of people, like you said, they don't feel good. They hate their life, So when you're helping all these people with everything you're doing, it's got to be draining, because as empaths or healers or whatever you want to call people, they're taking on. Even me, I'm not even in that deep yet, but I'm literally the vessel for so many people for them to just word vomit or put all their issues on me. And for me, it's happened my whole life. Even before I did any type of spiritual shit. Everyone used to always come to me for advice, and I'm like, I'm a hot ass mess. I ain't coming to me it's like coming to me for relationship advice. Don't do it. I can tell you the best thing, but don't. Nope.
I'll give you my experience, but I'm not offering.
But I know personally, I'll stage my house when people leave after they, things like that. So how do you work on not being drained from doing it so much?
Yeah, practice too. At first, when I first started doing sound baths, I would do them all the time. I would like every week do a sound bath for someone, do a sound bath for myself, and that was draining because I didn't give myself time to just like turn off frequencies. And at the end of the day, I have to start saying no to people. Hey, I can't do this. Hey, one thing I need is alone time. If it's anything else, hey, I need a week to recharge. What do you mean?
Yeah,
like I need
real.
week to recharge. I'll still do my regular, go to job or do whatever I need to do. But internally, I'm off. I'm going through the motions in this world, but I'm retreated into my space. I sage. I'll do my baths. Baths are like,
Yeah, that's my thing.
That's my world right there. So what are you doing in the bath? How long you want me in there? I don't know.
I know. I've been getting my water softener fixed on and off. I'm like, you cannot have a shit break because I'll be in my bath. Okay, you ain't having me sitting in no Las Vegas water with no filter.
My skin, I'm so sensitive. My skin's sensitive. So like, I'm using goat milk. I'm using I'm like, oh, what do you guys want to give me? I got my own products. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, nah, I can't afford to. I can't even try your product.
Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I was like,
Right.
I can't. I used to be in cosmetics for a long time. That's my background, too.
Okay.
And it's like certain things in the cosmetic world I just can't touch. Or if you start talking about, like, cosmetics, spa, I already have the background, so I'm like, no, I can't use that. Oh, what ingredients is that? Okay.
Yeah, I don't really. I stick with what I stick with what I am. That's why even with my brand, I can only promote things that I believe in and that I know work. And I'm like, I ain't gonna promote something that's gonna give me acne or like whatever.
Yes.
Like I'm sorry, like, and I got like you said, I got my people. I got my people that I know naturally make everything. I was like, I know there could be multiple, but like this body butter. Shout out to my girl.
Let me feel. Shout out to girl. Well, that is soft.
Daydell Essentials.
I know they're always saying like, why do you have so good skin? I take care of my skin.
And I hydrate.
I
do hydrate. That's all I really drink is water and alcohol. Mm-hmm. So do you drink at all or just smoke?
I celebrate. When I drink, it's a celebratory. Don't get me wrong. For my birthday, I did shots. I'll do shots. I love the drink when it calls for it. I'm not a.
I didn't know they were like sober or not. I have to ask because I feel like a lot of spiritual people sometimes don't partake in. A lot of them smoke, but a lot of them don't drink that I've met. So that's what I was asking.
No, a lot of you got the spiritual people that don't eat meat or they don't do alcohol or they do smoke, but they only smoke a certain stem. And it's me when I drink. I'm celebrating.
What do you drink when you do?
I love champagne.
I know, yeah.
I'm a
Because that celebration. I'm like, it's gotta be champagne.
It gotta be champagne.
I was gonna bring you a bottle of champagne.
Oh, you
too.
should have.
I was like, I don't know if she wants to drink though. The sound bath, I don't know.
That's it. No, even if then, like my favorite is glass. Just something in glass it can be apple cider, it can be water. As long as it's in a glass cup, I still get the same chemical reaction.
Okay.
Because it's that upward.
I've been trying to work on my glass versus plastic.
You gotta switch up when you're ready. Because it just, first of all, plastic, you can't.
Well, I've been seeing all like the people get plastic in their blood and shit, and I literally all I drink is water. So I'm like, if I'm drinking plastic bottles all day, like I have to be, So I was trying to find, get like a little. I hate flasks. I'm not a flask person. I just want to throw my water bottle in my purse and
keep it going.
So I need like a little 8-ounce glass thing or whatever, so I can just keep filling it with spring water. Because that's what me too. I'm like, I only drink spring water. So yeah, I'm extra now.
I gotta invite you to Grand Open. I know you only drink spring water, but I have an alkaline water that's about to launch.
Okay.
So I'll invite you to the opening.
Okay.
Come and support with it. The guy over here, all he does when he does his sea moss is spring water. Right. And I love sparkling spring water. So I don't discriminate.
So when did you first start smoking weed? How old were you?
28.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, my whole family smokes. Like, they're big smokers. So I was like, I'm never gonna smoke. My grandma, she's a big weedhead. My mom, she stopped smoking. But my whole family, cause my grandma used to own a Jamaican nightclub.
Oh, wow.
So,
are you Jamaican?
No, we just have a lot of.
Nice.
I am very cultured.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and she just, that was the culture. So we hung around. I'm pretty sure I got contact high growing up. And I was just like, I'm not going to be the one in the family that smokes.
You're like, I want to be the one that does it.
I want to be the one that does it. And then when I was 28, I was like, I guess I'm gonna start now, you know.
You missed all those years smoking blunts with your family.
I still don't, you know what? I still don't. Like, I'm the type of person, like, give me one to myself. Like, we smoke together,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, but can I have one
Yeah.
by myself and I'll finish the whole thing because my tolerance is.
Yeah, I roll like personal blunts, you know. They're like just good enough for me, but like perfect size, and they're always uniform. And like I've just rolled blunts my whole life now. So everyone gets, they're like, "This is nice." I'm like, yeah, they all look the same pretty much. Sometimes they look like a snake that ate a rabbit, you know.
You gotta teach me how to roll. I'd say I'm the most trifling smoker.
Really?
I don't want to touch it. I don't want to roll it. I just want to enjoy it.
It's an easy process. I can do it in 20 seconds, girl. I got you.
You gotta teach me.
We got some hemp wraps that roll right like blunts. I got this electric grinder. It's like, the walk it.
I'm coming to you.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
We're gonna have a one-on-one with it.
So what's your favorite way to use cannabis? You're a smoker or are you an edible person? How are you?
No, well, I've had a couple of edibles. I'm a smoker. I like to sit there and I just like to. I don't like the bongs. That's what I don't. I don't know why. It's just the hit is better, but I like a good hemp roll.
Yeah.
I don't like backwoods.
No, trash woods I call them. All my friends out here. I'm like, you literally. First of all, you put in your leaf on the faucet for 20 minutes, rinsing this shit off. I'm like, can we smoke? My hemp wrap could have been rolled 5 hours ago. Like, it'd be extra. Countrymen be extra with their weed. I'm like, just fucking light it.
Just light it. And you know what? Since I don't roll it, I'm like, I can't even be picky. Go do it. Go whatever.
She's like, this is why I need to learn.
This is why I need to learn.
Okay, so 2023, what events we got going? I know you got something going tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, what events are you doing this year?
So, of course, my sound baths are going to be every month this year.
Okay.
I'm going to have my dance series coming back out. The dance series is pretty much a selection of everything that I do. So you can kind of get to know me through dance, but it's every part of the healing journey that I've been through, and I'll put it into a song.
Is that the one tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can't come out, if you're not busy, 6 to 8. So it's a 2-hour class, and you're not dancing either. So
I know. I did that last week. I was telling Irie I did a pole fitness studio class, and it was like a sensual breath work, and then it turned into a full-on choreography.
You're like, how did I get here?
Sweating. I'm like, I thought it was Sunday rest. Like,
it's good.
It was good though. It was fun because it's like I've always, it brought me back to my strip club days. You know, I was like, oh, now I'm doing it and I don't have to work.
Where are my dollars at? I want to get paid for this. What I want to do is I want to start getting privately booked. That's my goal for the 2023 as well. I want to privately get booked for sound baths, go to different retreats.
Yeah, I can see you doing a lot of retreats.
Yeah.
So are you in LA too?
Right now I'm in LA, but not this year.
Okay, you're not like doing anything out there, just Vegas.
I haven't yet. Pretty much, I'm trying to establish Vegas.
So services that you're offering to people besides sound bath and dance, do you do personal, like, I know you said you have a psych degree?
Yeah.
So do you do like personal like therapy or like what services do you offer people?
Yeah, so I call it therapeutic conversations. So I don't diagnose anyone. I don't tell you what mental illness. If you ask me about it, I can tell you.
Yeah, I
can give you definitions, but I cannot treat you for any of it.
That's all right, I'm self-diagnosed. I self-diagnosed after I started healing. I was like, that's definitely what it is. Okay.
You're like, how do I manage it? How do I manage it? But so I do web right now with it. So my goal is to have a private practice in the near future, probably in the next maybe 7-8 years. But that's my like retirement goal, where I want to be like, I don't really have to charge you guys because I don't want to make a living off of it. I want to just make enough to where I'm comfortable and people come in and I can, guide them and have these experiences too. So definitely that is my end goal, just to chill and be everywhere doing nothing but a lot.
Everywhere doing nothing.
Someone asked me, they're like, what's your dream job? I'm like, I don't want a job. That's not a dream to me. It's like I do not want manual labor to be a part of my everyday grind. If I gotta do it for 4 years, so I can be set up for years to come.
Amen.
Yes.
You gotta do what you want so that, you know, do what you don't want so you can do what you want.
Exactly.
But I'm past that point too where I'm like, I can't go back to go back to anything else I used to do. It's like just my life keeps, you know, I keep grinding and elevating. So like the next chapter is to just, you know, start all my businesses that I've been working on and do the same thing, be everywhere and do nothing.
Okay, we're on the same.
Remote, yeah. Yep.
Listen, just in I like to come into a space and be value. Wherever I go, I want to add value to it.
I mean, but you're going to add value just in general as a person because, like, there's not a lot of people that walk around like you unless you're in Vegas or on a retreat. You know what I mean?
On a retreat.
So it's like, you know your power. You know when you walk into a room that you're different, you know?
Yep.
So it's just about being confident in that, and that's what I learned a lot, too. Just be confident in my power because I know I have it, and I used to, like, feel like it was too much when I was younger, and I kind of, like, was shutting myself, I guess, you know, and didn't like let it out, and then now I'm just like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna be exactly who I am.
I'm exactly who I always am,
and enjoy it
with less sorries. Yeah, you know.
I always say never say sorry because when you're saying sorry, you're telling yourself you're sorry. I apologize.
Well, that was like I used to get so mad at my ex in high school because he would be like, I apologize. I'm like, say it.
I know.
And he was a Sag man, so he was just like the calmest person ever. And I'm like, why aren't you getting angry? Like, do you have emotions? Like,
he was like, I do, but you know.
Yeah, he's like, you done? I'm like,
no, I'm not. I dated 2 Sagittarius men.
Did you?
Yeah, they're not. I love them.
Vibe with best. What kind of?
Scorpio.
Okay.
Because they get my like freaky side.
I love Scorpios. I feel like Sag and Scorp are like close, you know.
I love me a Sag, but relationship wise,
we're not.
I think we'll be the best as the friends and like even like a good connection. But like as my men and understanding my heart, you know, they're like, let me know when you're done being emotional. Look at me, I just wanted a hug. Give me a hug.
I know, we're like, that's too much.
Yeah, they're like, when you want a hug, do you want a hug every day? Every time you see me, give me a hug. But how about once a month?
I don't know what, you know what, actually I do. I found out Libras and me get along really well. Me and Libras, men, get along really well. Sexually, just like friends, like everything. It's both. I've always either had like the lust and then not like anything else, or I've always had like, it wasn't lustful, but it was just like, oh, we're great friends, and then we tried to fuck, and you know, and it's like, we shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so I finally think, Libra's my thing. A little balance, maybe.
I can't do a Leo no more. My ex-husband was a Leo, and I love you for the person that you are if you watch this, if you put this in there. But romantically, no. I would never experience.
What's your love language?
Touch, acts of service, and words of affirmation. I like gifting, but that's more of an unhealed version of me that like the gifting part. Like my right side will enjoy it, but it's not going to keep me
right
there. But definitely give me a gift.
I don't know what my love language is. I think it's food.
Feed me, and I'm yours.
Feed me, and give me some head. Because I love languages.
See, what the heck? I'm like a giver more than a receiver.
Oh, no, I mean both, but like, no, that's a given. Like, I love lips good. That's why they can't be bald, because I need to feel something.
I love it.
All right, well, I appreciate you taking the time to share your space and your energy with us. I'm glad we finally got to do this.
I'm glad too.
In Healing Arts, shout out to Healing Arts Boutique for having us.
Yes.
So you'll see her here every month now.
Yes.
Doing sound bowls. So when you guys are here, come get some energy therapy, get some healing, some emotions out. I mean, it's just so rare that we take it for granted, but if you go into other states, they don't have things like this. You know what I mean? Like, there's no option to go to a salt room or a sound bath or a yoga class, or, you know, so I'm just really grateful for the space I'm in and, like, where I've brought myself to be.
Yeah.
You know, and then when I bring people out here, I bring them to things, like my mom came, and she's, like, so Jersey, you know, so she's, like, I'm bringing her to yoga, and she's telling the yoga lady, like, I can't believe, what are we doing in yoga? Are we going to together? I'm like, Mom, what the? I'm like,
She don't know.
"Say
She just
that."
saying what she
She's just
sees.
saying, I'm like, that's me 5 years ago before I moved. I would have said the same thing, right? What are we doing here? And then at the end, she's like hugging her. She felt so good.
So good.
You know, and then from there, the whole trip was great. Because before that, she was like irking me, you know, with her negativity and her cynical. And I'm like, no. You didn't come all the way 3,000 miles to talk shit, okay?
We out of Jersey right now.
Yeah, you in my space. You in my castle. Don't make me stage you.
You have to let her know. You have to let mom know.
Yeah, she had a great time. So it's like I just keep sharing it with people, and they can take it or they can't. But I realize I can't force it on nobody, and people come in due time, and they literally are just going to keep seeing you be this great light and have a great life, and they're going to be like, how do I do that? And then you're going to be like, the same thing I told you a year ago.
But you wasn't ready.
Yes, I can though.
You look even happier.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing I was.
Right.
Or is it discovering?
Consistency. So,
Yeah, consistency.
Shout out to everyone healing themselves and working through their shit.
Absolutely.
It's
Keep
been a long
going.
road. Yep.
Even if you're in a place where you think you can't come out of it, I promise you, it's always a light at the end of the tunnel. All you have to do is just keep going. You didn't come all of this way to just stop.
Right.
You got a whole life that is waiting for you, literally waiting for you to discover it.
Beautiful life. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Until next time. Peace.